Let's go. All right, my friends, looks like we are live. Let me just make sure we're good to go here. All right, rock and roll, rock and roll. Live from the couch, my friends, live from the couch. Just give this a second here. Do me a favor, guys, as you guys are tuning in, please make sure that you are tagging someone in the group, and let's get this algorithm rocking and rolling so we can get more people seeing this. I'm going to tag a few folks myself. I can see some of you guys are already at work, rocking and rolling and tagging, so thank you. Appreciate that. Let's keep those going. And in case you guys haven't noticed, I am in a different location. I'm actually down in our basement, and I'm not normally in the office, which is 2 floors up. I'm down in the basement because I am still in post recovery from good old COVID. You can see the 2 lines right there. I tested positive on Friday, and it is now Tuesday, and we're still getting it out, still cleaning the system out. But overall, feeling pretty good. I've had a pretty decent day today so far. Still a little raspy, but overall a little bit stuffy, little raspy, but seems to be getting progressively better every day, which is good, But I'm still going to be down in here in the basement until Thursday. I get to leave on Thursday because I'm quarantining for 5 days, meaning I'm not going throughout the rest of the house and all that other stuff. I'm just staying here for 5 days. Anyway, we got some really cool stuff planned for you guys tonight, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek, kind of behind the scenes at how the whole email autoresponder process actually works. I want to show you guys, this is something that we've really, I've shown during different training videos. I've shown like some of the open rates and stuff like that, but I really want to show you guys the overall process and how it works. I want to show you guys like the different lists that we have. I want to show you guys how I segment the lists out, how I email all of your leads, how I do all of that stuff behind the scenes. And for you, I want you guys to understand, like, hey, when you're out there doing those daily disciplines and you generate a lead, we're going to show you tonight what happens with that lead. So I hope that sounds pretty cool. I hope you guys are fired up about that. Just double checking, guys. If you guys can see and hear me okay, please give me a 2 in the comment box. Give me a 2 if you guys can see and hear me okay. I don't have my normal microphone set up. The laptop, my MacBook is literally on my lap right now. So I am indeed doing the laptop lifestyle, like legit right now doing the laptop lifestyle, because my laptop is literally on my lap as I sit here on my couch. But that's the beauty of a home-based business, my friends. Like, you get anywhere you get a Wi-Fi, and it's cool because this right here, see this thing I'm tapping right there? That's the router. So I got good Wi-Fi. I got good Wi-Fi down here in the basement. So it's beautiful. There's actually one here and there's one upstairs. So there's plenty of Wi-Fi going on all throughout the house. So anyway, lots of 2s coming in. You guys can see and hear me just fine. So appreciate that. Thank you. And again, keep tagging folks, guys. Let's get this algorithm rocking and rolling. Let's keep those comments coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a couple things for you. And I want to show you guys, so basically when you guys go into the team training site, you guys get your link. From that point on, once you guys get your link out there and you start sharing it on TikTok, whatever the daily disciplines are that you're doing, if you guys are driving traffic with TA or driving traffic wherever, using TikTok, YouTube, Insta, whatever. Once you guys start generating leads, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you behind the scenes right now what that actually looks like and how that whole process works. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do tonight, right now, while I have you guys on live, I'm actually going to write an email to the list, and we're going to email that out. Okay, we're going to queue that up. We're going to email that out. So we're going to have a couple of different options. Is either A, we can queue it up to go out, or we could literally send the email out live right now tonight while you guys are on. So you guys are going to know, all right? You guys are going to know, because many of you guys opt into your own capture page, right? Like we've pretty much all done that, right? We've gone to our own capture page and then opted in, and then you can see the emails flowing out. So we have the ability to send the email out live right now, and we can kind of do that together. And we can even work together and come up with a topic, a theme, a subject line, whatever it is. But I'm just going to show you how this process works. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to dive right in. Okay. So boom. Now you guys know, obviously, once you get, this is our team training site. All right. 123shg.com. This is our team training site. You guys know at this point that when you come here to step 2, you guys can get your capture pages, the webinar capture page, the original capture page, the best converting page that we're using right now. So as an example, when we go here, we take this capture page and then we put our site name at the end of this, right? So mine is Team Lucas. Boom. There we go. All right, here's what we're going to do. Someone give me a site name. All right, somebody give me a site name. What's somebody's site name? Someone give me a site name. Drop it in the comments below. I'm going to use your site name as we're doing this. Okay. So somebody give me a site name. Just pop it in the comments below. One site name, any site name. It doesn't matter. I'll just wait right here. Give me a site name. I'll show you guys how this works. Okay. All right. The Kaggle, first up to par. So the Kaggle. There you go. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to add any tracking tags. Actually, you know what? I will add a tracking tag. I'll say, and tracking tag equals, we'll put TT for Teachable Tuesday. All right. I'm going to hit enter. All right, boom. So now I got Kelly's capture page right here. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to go, we'll go launch it works. Actually, no, I'll go put my email, and then I'm going to go plus, we'll just go 029. There we go. All right, boom, there we go. So I'm going to opt in. So there we go. All right, so now let's just say that I went to Kelly's link, wherever Kelly has her links out there in the world. And you can see right up at the top right, I literally just got the email right here. So boom, I just got the email, and that's the email address that I just used to opt in. You guys all saw that. Okay, that's pretty cool right there. So I just used Kelly's link. So what's cool now is obviously this button is now tied to Kelly's, this button is tied to her Savings Highway sign up link. But also in the email I just got too, I can go here and I can open the email up that I just got. This is also going to be tied specifically to her site name. You can see up here in the URL, it says the Kaggle, right? So everything works right. Everything works right so far. So we're seeing that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the actual autoresponder. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on contacts. And just so you guys know, all of our team leads are housed inside of our team get response account. So this is our team get response account. This is also, I also use this get response account for a couple other things too, but this is where all our team stuff is hosted. So we have 3 specific lists. Okay. We have this list right here. Let me see if I can actually draw on here so I can show you guys this, the different lists. All right, there we go. Stand by. So we have 3 lists that we're using. This is right here, the one that says new funnel. This was a new funnel back in February. Okay. So this is the current list specifically for, so let me bounce back here and I'll show you guys. Let me show you guys what this actually looks like. So you guys can see like a comparison of like what it works. Okay. So stand by. So this page right here. Okay. You guys see this page right here on our team training site. Boom. This capture page. All right. It goes to this list right here. The list that says 12,367. That capture page goes to that list. All right. Everybody follow that so far? So now we'll go back to the team training site, the webinar capture page. Okay. Anytime anyone opts into that, that goes here to this list right here. Webinar, this one right here. Okay. The one that says SHG webinar. Now, the original, which is this one right here, anytime someone opts into that capture page, it lands on the default, which is the original, the one that has 3,300 leads on it. So right now, our team has a total of, if we were to, someone with a calculator can certainly add this up. All right, we got 3,300 leads on one, 1,900 leads on another, 12,000 leads on another. Now, let me be crystal bleeping clear when I tell you guys this. We actually had about twice that, probably a little more than twice that amount. So we'll just call that 5,000. So we got about 17, 18,000 leads, right? Total as a team, 17, 18,000 leads. We actually had about 30,000, maybe a little more than 30,000 total leads that we've generated since December. Okay. But this is what you guys don't need to worry about. You guys don't need to understand it. You guys don't need to worry about it. You guys don't need to, stress about it, because this is where it's all managed by me. Okay. All this whole process is all managed by me. You guys don't have to worry about it. So when you look at our marketing, our advertising, our sales pages, what we talk about in the team training site, this is all managed by one guy, me, which means what? Which means that you don't have to worry about any of this. You don't have to worry about segmenting the list. You don't have to worry about list hygiene. You don't have to worry about sending out daily campaigns. You don't have to worry about measuring the opt-in rates and the click-through rates and all those other things, because I handle that for our team. And I'm not sitting here trying to say like, like I'm the man or anything. I'm just saying like, I do this so you guys don't have to do this. Okay. That is one of the benefits of being on our team versus you. If you're out there promoting any other affiliate or any other network marketing offers, you got to do all that yourself. With us, you don't have to do that. All right. So what I did is I looked at our list, which was at one point a couple of weeks ago, it was up over 30,000 people, but I removed all of the dead weight. Okay. I removed a lot of dead weight. So what I did, and this is just part of list hygiene. This is part of removing. Now, let me ask you guys this pop quiz. For those of you guys that know email marketing, why would I remove a bunch of subscribers that have never opened an email? All right. So who can tell me that? Who can answer that question? Why would I remove a bunch of subscribers that have never opened an email? What is the purpose and point of me doing that? Okay. So drop some comments. Let me know what is the point of cleaning out that list? Why would I do that? Yeah, definitely affects open rates. It can slow things down to get better open rates. Yep, absolutely. Raises the engagement score. Yes, all correct. Better open rates. Yes. So as an example, if I was going to send out an email to 100,000 subscribers, and then, Gmail gets all these emails, and then they look at your overall, open rates, and they look at your overall engagement that you have on your list, and they see that of those 100,000 subscribers, only 5,000 of those people are actually opening your emails. What they're probably going to do is most of those emails are, instead of going into the primary folder or the main folder, most of those are going to go into the promo folder, like a promotions folder or an other folder. And some might even go to spam because your list isn't that engaged. Okay. So what I did a few weeks ago is I cleaned out everybody in the last 3 months that's never opened an email. And if you think about this, a lot of these subscribers that got deleted, I mean, they were probably sent 30 to 40 to 50 emails. And if they never opened a single one of those emails, why would we want to keep them on the list? So I cleaned them out. Boom, gone. So now you guys got to realize this is what's really cool. For the most part, of these 12,300 people that are on our main list, almost all 12,000 of those people have all opened an email, and they've all opened an email inside of GetResponse. Okay, which is good. Of these almost 2,000 people on the webinar funnel list, almost all of them have opened an email. Same thing with these on the original list. Almost all of those 3,000 plus people have opened an email. All right. And obviously we have new leads coming in literally every single day. All right. So let's go check this out. I'm going to go click on this list right here. Okay. This is a list where I literally just opted into Kelly's. I use Kelly's link. So if I go down here, and you guys can see my email address, the one that I literally just used here. So if I scroll down, so check it out. I'll blow this up so you guys can see it. This is what it looks like from a tracking standpoint inside of here. So you can see Kelly's AID, which is her affiliate ID. And then you can see the tracking tag that I used right here, which was TT for what? Teachable Tuesday. So there you go. So there's the data right there inside of the email autoresponder. So anytime you guys get a sale, okay, if you guys want, you guys can message me and say, hey, I got a sale. Can you go look this person up and see, like, check out the tracking tag, or see it? Hopefully you guys are using the tracking tag so you guys can see, like, if you have a link on Instagram, if you guys have a link on Facebook, if you guys have a link for traffic, if you're running Traffic Authority or you're running any other ads, hopefully you guys are using tracking links. And this way we'll be able to tell where that lead comes from. Okay. So again, just a little behind the scenes here. You can see what happens to a lead when they opt in through your link. This is what it looks like on the inside. Okay. So now I'll give you guys an example. Like, so what I do is I have different segments that are here inside of these lists. So now what happens is when I go to send out an email, and again, this is stuff that you guys don't have to worry about. So now when it goes to sending an email out, I email all of these leads. So this 12,000 plus here, this almost 2,000 here, this over 3,000 here. These leads all get emailed every single day, literally every single day. Okay. So as an example, you guys can see right here. I know the print might be a little small, might be tough to see. I already have an email queued up to go out tomorrow. And those of you guys that are on these main lists, you guys know that I email all of the SHG leads every single morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. All right. So tomorrow there's an email queued up to go out at 7 a.m. That's already queued up, ready to roll. All right. So there you go. We also had, and just so you guys can see some numbers. Okay. So you guys can see some numbers here. I sent out an email this morning. You guys can see this right here. So of that list, 9,400 are actual openers. Okay. So 94, this list that went out this morning, all of these 9,400 people that got an email this morning are 9,400 actual email openers. These aren't dead weight. These are people that actually open emails. And that's why, you know, on this morning's email, we got almost a 16% open rate, which, if you guys don't know email marketing, 16%, anything north of 10% on a regular daily campaign is actually very, very good. All right. So this morning we got a 15.79, almost 16% open rate. Now, little fact, just so you guys know, for those of you guys that are email marketers, those of you guys that do understand open rate and click-through rate and stuff like that, you guys might be looking and saying, hey, why is there a 0% click-through rate? And here is why. Because if you look at some of my other emails that are not SHG, like this one here, 1% click-through rate, 1% click-through rate. The reason why we show a 0% click-through rate is because GetResponse does not measure custom protocol links. So the way that our funnel and the way that our autoresponder works together, so everything that we do is custom. I want you guys to understand that. Everything with our funnel, with our system, all of that is 100% custom, meaning that we use a custom specific link inside of GetResponse, that it's not a normal sales page link. I don't just, and I'll show you guys this when I go to actually email it out. All right. When I go to email your leads, we use a very custom link that is customized by GetResponse for our specific team. Okay. Everybody understand that? I don't just use the sales page link that's in our team training site. We can't use that because then it won't be coded to you. With the custom protocol links, and I know I'm sounding fancy and technical here, but with the custom protocol links, GetResponse does not have the ability to track the amount of clicks with a customizable link. Okay, does that make sense? Everyone say, if that makes sense, let me know. Comment makes sense. Okay, everybody that's on right now, all 32. All right. If I were using a regular sales page link, then we'd be able to track the click, like this email here, like this email here, this email here. We'd be able to track the click. But since we use a custom specific link that is customized just for our specific team, it is not able to be tracked with the GetResponse software. They're aware of that. Their support actually told me that, which is why I know. So if I show you guys this and you're like, hey, why do we have a 0% click-through rate? That's specifically why. But obviously our links are getting clicked on because we're getting sales, so do the math. Now, here's an email that went out, just as an example. Here's an email that went out yesterday. So this went out on the 23rd. Look at this open rate, guys. 22% open rate. How many of you, so gut check time, right? Like how many of you guys that are emailing your own lists that have been doing email marketing, how many of you guys get a 20% or better open rate with your daily broadcast, your daily campaigns? How many of you guys, right? How many of you guys get a 20% or more open rate with your emails? That's roughly what we're getting with our daily campaigns that are going to all of your leads. All right. So there you go. I'll even show. So that was yesterday. We'll go back. I'll just show you guys like a couple more results here. This one went out on the 22nd, 23% open rate there. 21st was a 20.6 open rate, 23.8% open rate, 25, almost 26% open rate. All right. So there you go. This is the type of results that we're getting with our team emails, right? This is what we're getting with our team emails. So just so you guys know, like I have this pretty dialed in. All right. I have this pretty dialed in, and all of these people, that's 9,400 openers, engaged contact, 9,500 engaged contacts, 9,600 engaged contacts, 9,700 engaged contacts, because of the way that I have the list segmented here inside of the system. Okay. So that's what it looks like on the back end. So you guys know that your leads, number one, we're sending these to your engaged leads, anyone that's actually opened an email. All right. And we filter all of this as people are coming in the front door. So when somebody they go through the capture page and they get that first email, there's a sequence of emails that they get automatically. All right. Throughout that process, as they're getting all of those automated emails, what we're doing is if they open an email, we're putting them into a specific bucket. If they don't open an email, they go into another bucket. All right. So again, I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys understand that. And that's how I'm able to decipher who gets the emails when I send out these daily emails. I'm only sending them to the people that are opening emails. All right. So that way we know we get really good email deliverability. We land in the inbox almost all the time. We hardly ever land. I don't think we haven't landed in spam since I really first got this going. And then once you warm up the IP, once you get everything going, we're hitting the inbox almost every single time. Okay. So good stuff right there. Yeah. Get those unopeners out of there. And that's why I mentioned that earlier, Jamie, is that, we go through and we do some house cleaning every now and then. So absolutely. So yeah, Jason, to answer your question, so all of the emails that go out. So in other words, when you see like for these where it says SHG, every single one of these that go out, these are all of your leads, all coded to you. And I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna send an email right now. I'm gonna show you this process. So when I go write the email, when I go put the link in the email, when we go send it out, we'll show you guys how this process actually works. So all of these are going out to your specific coded leads that are coded to you. So if someone clicks a link in the email, it's going to be tied back to you, to your leads. As long as you're, and this is kind of the catch here, as long as you are getting good quality traffic, good quality people clicking on your link. As an example, if you're, part of my French here, but if you're driving shit traffic, let's say you go to a traffic source where it's, you know, pennies on the dollar and you just got a million leads for $10 and those people come in here and they never open an email. Well, guess what? You might have gotten, you know, if you got 50,000 leads, but none of those 50,000 leads opened an email, when we send out an email, it's not going to any of your leads because your leads are dog crap, right? So this is why we only send emails to quality leads, the people that actually open emails, right? So just something, and this, you know, this is obviously for everybody, you know, you got to make sure that you're sending good quality traffic to your list, right? Good quality traffic. That's important because at the end of the day, we're only going to follow up with the people that are actually opening the emails. All right. So what we're going to do right now is I want to write an email, and you know, we're literally going to send it out right now. We're going to send the email out right now live, and we're going to write it. So somebody give me a topic. You guys are all on, like, you know, various email lists. I'm sure some of you guys are on my email list, whatever. Maybe some of you guys are on the SHG email list. Somebody give me a topic or a theme. And what we're going to do is we're literally going to write the email right now. So I'm going to hit, and this is how the process works. And I do this literally every single day. And keep in mind, everything that I'm sharing with you right now, I do this every day. So you don't have to. You don't have to worry about list segmentation. You don't have to worry about list hygiene. You don't have to worry about who's an opener, who's not an opener. You don't have to worry about, I mean, think about this. Let me tell you, let me just be honest with you guys right now before I get into that, right? So if you guys look, you know, we got these different lists, and before I chopped a lot of that dead weight, we had about 30,000+ leads, 30,000 leads. Guess what? 30,000 leads in an email autoresponder costs money. How many of you guys have to pay for this autoresponder right here? How many of you guys have to pay for 30,000 leads? How many of you guys on right now have to pay for 30,000 leads? I'll tell you how many of you guys have to pay for it. None. None of you guys have to pay for the 30,000 leads that are inside of this autoresponder, because I take on that task for you. Okay. And again, this isn't a brag or a flex. The whole point of our system, the whole point of our training site, the services, the funnels that we offer, the emails, the done for you, all of that stuff, it's just that. It's all done for you, so you guys don't have to worry about it. We're trying to make Savings Highway and this business, this system, this, you know, what we have to offer here, we're trying to make this whole process as simple and easy as possible. So your only real focus is getting out there and sharing your link. That's your one job. Like Bill Belichick would say from the Patriots, like, you have one job. Get out there and go get people interested in what you're doing. That's it. That's all you have to focus on. Get out there and go share this. That's your job. Everything else on the back end is all handled for you. Okay. So topics, we're going to write an email right now. Yeah, I hear you, Lance. Hate paying for people and they're getting in the autoresponder, not opening emails, right? All right, what do we got here? Free marketing system is cracking team members. All right, yeah, daily commissions. Good question, Bev. How often do I clean it up? Realistically, about every 60 to 90 days. I do some list hygiene every 60 to 90 days. Topic, save groceries, gas, and travel. I could do that. That's okay. The new female VSL. Yeah, there you go. Let's do that. All right, we're gonna do that right now. I like that topic. Hey ladies. Hey ladies. Little Beastie Boys. Hey ladies, get funky. Savings on a whole new level. Let's see if we can tie in ladies and savings. So here we're gonna go just like this. We're gonna tie this. And since we already sent out an email earlier today, I'm just gonna call this PM because it's gonna go out right now. And as you guys can see right here, okay, so the from name email that it's gonna go out from right here is SHG is the from name and support@shdfunnel.com. So that's where it's going out from. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick subject line. Oh man, you ready for this? Does your lady like to save? Oh man, that's good. Sometimes when I honestly tell you, like sometimes when I write an email, I literally just chuckle because it's like, it's almost humorous where you're coming up. Think about this. Like when you're writing a subject line, your only goal, your one and only goal is to get the email open. That's it. So sometimes like when I write a subject line, it's so goofy, so silly, so intriguing that it's like, someone's like, oh man, I have to see what's in here. Right. All right. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go to add recipients. So here is where you guys can see. Over here, I have segments. All right, so let me show you guys this. I have segments. I have a lot of different segments inside of this Gmail account, but these are segments. So when we go to add recipients, in other words, like who are we going to send this email to? You guys see this right here? It says open tag all lists. So the all list specifically is all of the savings highway lists. So we have the original list, which I showed you. We have the webinar list, and then we have the new current, hot funnel list. So we have those three lists. So right here, where it says all lists, that's what that's referring to. All right. So I'm going to select that one, obviously, and that's where we're going to see. And as you can see, we're going to send this out to 9,500 people. That's how many people are in that specific segment. So those are 9,500 openers. Every single one of those 9,500 people has the tag, in their information that they have opened an email. That's what that means. Okay. Hope all this stuff is making sense and hope you guys are like understanding and kind of like digging what you're seeing. Okay. So I'm going to hit add. So we're going to send out. So now right here, obviously you can see it says recipients. It's going to go out to 9,500 people. Boom. And the segment is the open tags. Boom. So now we're going to come in here. All right. And I have a template already made. This is key, having a template already ready to go. So boom, there it is. That's what it looks like. And now the subject line was, does your lady like to save? So now I gotta think of like a really witty line. So I'm gonna go to like click. I almost always start with the very first line in the email as a clickable link, right? Click here if you're looking to save more. Please pay close attention to the video. And this is where I like to give a really unique sort of call to action. Please pay close attention to the video and the specific section where it mentions how how much you can save per month. You just might be surprised. You guys ready for this? And even poo your pants a little bit when you see it for yourself. Haha. You got to have a little humor in your email sometimes. I'm just saying. All right. So you know this email is going to get clicks. You know this email is going to get clicks. Oh man, it's too funny. It's too funny. So, all right, I'll read it to you. So click here if you're looking to save more. Please pay close attention to the video in the specific section where it mentions how much you can save per month. You just might be surprised and even poo your pants a little bit when you see it for yourself. Oh man. Now we're going to throw a little PS in there. PS, if you're truly serious about getting a little more each month, then click here to see what else we got. So there you go. All right. So now, so what we're going to do is we're going to send this out. We're going to put one link here. I'm going to put the female VSL in this link right here. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put another link. I'll probably put the main VSL in this link right here. But what I like to do first is I like to test it out. I always do a test email before I put the links in there, just to see how it goes. Right. So what I would normally do, just so you guys know, what I would normally do is I would normally schedule for later, and I'd go to, I'd go to tomorrow, I'd do 7 a.m. and I would queue that up. However, I'm not going to do that because tonight we're literally going to send this. As soon as I write this, we're going to send this right now. Okay. So before I do that though, I'm going to go send a test email. I'm going to boom, send a test email, come over this account right here. And hopefully, oh man, so it landed in promo. We don't want that. We don't want that. All right. So this is the game right here. You guys are literally seeing the game that we play right now. So this landed in promo. So what does that mean? Am I gonna send this email out if it's gonna land in the promo folder? No, I'm not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back up here. And I'm gonna try, we're gonna try this again. This is sometimes what you got to do. My goal is to get this to land in the primary folder, not the promo folder, the primary folder. All right, so 0524 p.m. I dare you to show this to your lady. I'm going to go through this process really quick here because since I already explained everything before. So now you guys see the process. If I send out a test email and it doesn't land in the primary folder, I literally repeat the process until I get it right, until it lands in the primary folder. So that way we know when your email goes out, it's going to land in the main inbox. It's not going to land in any special folder. All right. So there's that. Come down here. Yes. All right, so there you go. changed up the verbiage a little bit. Click here to see how this can help you and your lady or dude. I'll put each month. You just might be surprised as to how it's possible to save each month. You'll be like, whoa, seriously. Again, little witty, little humor in there. If you're serious about increase, you definitely need to check this out here. So we'll put 2 different links in there. Now we're just going to make sure, again, we're going to try sending this out. We're going to test it. I hope this works. I really don't want to have to do this a 3rd time, but we got to test it, man. We got to test it. See where, oh, look at that. You guys see that right in the primary. And guess what? Testing it until we get it right. Just like I mentioned earlier, guys, this is just another thing. You guys don't have to worry about this. You guys don't have to fuss about this. I'm the one that, deals with this every day. So there you go. All right. So now we're going to link it up. So pay attention. All right. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to go put the link in. So you guys see right here. And this is where if I was just writing this for myself, if I was not sending it out to the Savings Highway leads, all the SHG leads, I would use a normal web link. I would use a VSL link. I would use, an affiliate offer, a ClickBank offer, whatever it is. But we're not doing that. This is something specifically custom to our team. All right. So I'm going to hit this little drop down menu. And then you guys will see right here where it says custom protocol link. All right. So now custom protocol link, this is something that not, very few people are going to use this, but our team uses this because we have a special design system just for us, just for you. So now I'm going to go get the custom protocol link. I'm going to come over here. I have all the stuff saved, obviously in a special document, right? So I'm going to come over here, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is what makes this whole thing custom. This right here is the normal link right up until about here. Then when you get into this, you see all this custom coding, and I know it's really tough to see for you guys because the print's small, but there's a lot of custom coding in here. And this is what allows when this email goes out, this is what allows it to be tied back to you and your lead. As long as you guys are using your affiliate ID links correctly, this code right here is what ties it back to you. All right. So I know a lot of information, a lot of detail, but I just want you guys to kind of see like what this process actually looks like. All right. So there you go. Boom. There's that. So there's one link. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go pop in the other link down here in the PS. Boom, pow. Again, I'm going to select custom protocol link. I'm going to come back here to my little cheat sheet that I got here. And we're going to grab the main link. I'm going to copy that, come back here, pop in the link. Boom. There you go. All right. So now we got our links in there. Now we're going to come out of here. And we're going to test it one more time. Send message. Boom. Going over to good old Gmail. Bam, boom. Right in the primary. That's what we want to see. Now we can test our links out. Oops, that's our photo. Now we can test our links out. Boom. This is the female VSL right here. This is a new page. We're still testing this one out, but it's all custom coded. Okay. So boom, there's one sales page. And again, it says, click here to see this. This can help you and your lady or dude each month. You just might be surprised as to how much it's possible to save each month. You'll be like, whoa, seriously. And then if you're serious about increase, you definitely need to check this out here. Boom. So you guys notice that like with the email writing style that I use, I don't really give anything away. It's kind of like, and this is what I meant before, like sometimes when I'm writing my emails, like I almost like giggle and like laugh sometimes as I'm writing the email, because it's like, I try to be as almost like as gray and intriguing as possible. Like if you're serious about increase, you definitely need to check this out here. Most people reading that are going to be like, what is he even talking about? I got to click and see. Right. And that's the whole point. Like the whole point of getting people in your email is to get them to click. If they're not going to click, then who cares, right? I'm not here to be their best friend. I'm not here to sing them a song or do a dance or, tell them a love story. I'm here to get the click. I want people clicking on your links. That's it. So that's why these emails are written the way that they are. All right. So this is ready to go. All right. You guys ready to send? Are you guys ready to send? If you guys are ready to send, say send it. Everybody say send it. And this is going to go out live right now. It's literally going to go out live right now. All right. Say send it. I will literally send this out live right now. You guys will see how the whole process works. Okay. All right. We got send it comments coming in. Here we go. This is what it looks like, my friends, here at 8:48 p.m. Eastern. Let's roll. Send message. Boom, 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 boom. So there you go. Message is sent. We'll be sending your message in 60. You guys want to see something really cool? You guys want to see something super, super cool? This is what I love about GetResponse. This is super cool. Check this out. All right. Watch this. Where is it? Where is it? See mess. You guys see this? That's a little tough to see, but right here where it says see message opens live. See message opens live. This is super cool. It's something that I know ActiveCampaign doesn't do this. I don't think Aweber does this, but you can literally click on this right here. Okay. This is so cool. So the emails are going to start going out in like about another minute, right? And you're going to be able to see all over the world as your email starts hitting inboxes, you're going to be able to see people live wherever they are. You're going to be able to see them opening the email live. This is super. I don't do this a lot. I really don't, because most of the emails I have queued up to go at a specific time, either like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm typically like just getting up when that happens. But on the rare occasion, when I do send an email out live, when I don't queue it up, and I go to send it out, I think it's really cool sometimes to like sit and watch that process happen. So while we're waiting for these emails to go out, okay. So the screen just refreshed. So that must mean some cool stuff is happening. So as these emails are going out and get delivered literally right now, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions on the email process? Do you guys have any questions on your leads? Any questions on this process right here? All right. So that's the overall process, my friends. I want to share that with you. I want to show you guys that and let you guys know, like, this is the process that happens behind the scenes. And everything I just showed you, the links, the tracking, the data, the measuring the results, all of those things. All right. And you can see right here, it's slowly, see this? Boom. Slowly starting to go out. Open rate. We already got somebody opening the email. Already got someone that has opened, which is cool. But this whole process, guys, is like, I do this every single day, so you guys don't have to. All right. You guys get that? I do this literally every day, so you guys don't have to. All right. And that's the whole point behind our marketing. This is why we market on the front end, on the VSL, on the sales pages, some of the capture pages. This is why we market done for you email follow-up, because everything that I just went and showed you, the list segmentation, the list hygiene, emailing, tracking, measuring, custom protocol links, all that fancy technical stuff, like all that stuff I just showed you, you don't ever have to worry about. Okay. That's why we market it the way that we do. And I get asked this fairly consistently, where people will get started, especially people that are newer, and they'll get started and say, hey, how do I, oh, you can see look at the email just came right there. Hey, how do I get access to my leads? How do I get access to my leads? And it's like, you don't, because we do it all for you. And if you guys want access to your own leads, then use your own capture page. And it says that right in the team training site. I say that in multiple videos. If you want access to your own leads, then just use your own capture page. But if you want it all done for you, and again, I'm just throwing this out there, like if you want it all done for you by someone who has experience in email marketing, who has experience with big, massive email lists, who has experience, really analyzing and figuring out what works and what doesn't. If you want someone that has that experience, then let us handle that for you. Because at the end of the day, like, we know what we're doing. I know what I'm doing behind the scenes. Okay. So if you want to manage that whole process yourself, go right ahead, use your own capture page, no worries, all good. However, if you don't want to have to worry about that, you're in good hands. Okay. You're in good hands. So you can see literally like right now, we're already at, it just went out a minute ago. We're already at a 3% open rate. So people open that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Usually you can see like little arrows. I'm going to try to zoom in and see if we can kind of see. Maybe there's people here in the States that are actually like opening this up right now. Because usually you can see like little like pins or something that's like, oh, hey, I'm opening your email right now. So I'm not seeing that for whatever reason, but obviously the emails are getting open because you can look up here live and you can see 3.5% open rate. All the emails went out. And so check this out. We're going to go back here. We're going to go to Gmail. And look at this. Boom. Oh, I did land in promo. Damn it. So check it out. Here's the email. It went out live. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And you can see here that it is tied to the affiliate ID. When I hold my cursor over the link, you can see that it's tied to the affiliate ID. Okay. So that is literally what it looks like, my friends. That is literally what it looks like. And I can see. Yeah, hold on. Let me just clear some of this other stuff out of here. Boom. 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 All right. So you guys remember the email that I logged in with Kelly? Let me clear that out. You guys remember the email that I used when I logged in with Kelly? I used this email right here. And I'm going to click on this link right here. Okay. So hang on. Oop. And I can see that when I hold my cursor over, the affiliate ID says the K Kagel. So I'm going to click on the link and then boom, look at that. What do we see up here in the URL? The K Kagel right there. And then when I go and I click on this link right here, okay, get those out of there. When I click on this and I scroll down, who do we see? Look at that. It is tied directly to Kelly's account. So that, my friends, is exactly how it works. Okay. That is exactly the process and how it works. Queued up the email, use the custom protocol link. I sent it out to all the leads. Boom. It landed in the inbox. We opened up the email. The email was tied back to the original person. And there you have it, my friends. So now you can see, I'm just going to go into email marketing. Okay. And now look at this. There you go. So there's the email in our Get Response account, the one that just went out. It literally has already a 3.85% open rate. All right. Pretty cool. Already getting opens. And I'll even come up here. Oops. I'm going to come up here. Another one open. Boom. Look at that. Bam, boom. I'm just going to, I always like to open the emails and click on the links just to make sure, just to help Gmail out a little bit. But there you go, guys. There you go. Rocking and rolling. Look at that. Already up over 4%. So this will probably quickly, this will be at least probably by tomorrow, anywhere between a 15 and 20% open rate. All right. So there you go, guys. That's how it works. That's how the process works. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a lot of information, but I wanted to show you guys behind the scenes how it looks like. Now, if you guys are on the list, you guys should check your inbox. You guys should have that email. If you guys ever opted into your own funnel, your own page, then you guys will have that. You guys will literally have that email right now. Okay, cool. So Seth says, just got it. I think I lost my link to the funnel. What funnel, Bev? Are you talking about the team training site or your own capture page link? If it's a capture page link, then you can just go into the team training site and go get that. Look at that. Richard says, got it. Cool. So there you go. Yeah, guys, that's exactly how it works. For those of you guys saying I don't have it, you probably never opted into your own page. If you guys don't have it, if you guys never went to an SHG funnel capture page and never logged in, never put in your own email address, that's probably why you don't have it. But if you've ever opted into your own capture page, you should be getting that email. Well, you'll get the email. Here's the catch. You'll get the email if you've ever opted into your own page and opened an email and opened the follow-up emails. If you've never opened the follow-up emails, you won't get it because you don't have the open tag. Right? So there you go. Yeah, Stephen says, got it. Yep, there you go. There you go. But there you go, guys. Any questions? Any questions? Then I'm gonna wrap it up. It's been an hour. As much as I would love to hang out with you guys all night long, like Lionel Richie, all night long. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna wrap it up. Richard says, got it. Cool, good. So there you go. You guys like that? You guys, was that helpful for you to see what it looks like behind the scenes? Was that helpful? Yay, nay? You're like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I just drive traffic. Like, was that helpful to you to see it behind the scenes? Hopefully it was. If you guys have any questions, drop them in there right now. Other than that, wrap it up. Kelly says yes. Marie says yes. Susan says yes. Dominic says awesome. Mariah says yes. All right, cool. Good. Any questions? Any questions on the lead process? Anything I went over? Any questions that you guys have? You're very welcome, Bev. Very helpful. Jamie says yes. Shannon says yes. Burley, thumbs up. Yes. All right, cool. Good. All right, good. Well, glad you guys got to see that. Glad you guys got to see. The whole point of tonight's Teachable Tuesday, I wanted you guys to have an understanding of what goes on behind the scenes. Because I know, trust me, I get it. I'm a data junkie. I'm literally a data junkie. I love measuring data. I love tracking everything. So I understand from your point of view, if you are generating leads, if you're out there, generating leads online and you're getting people to click on your link and you're out there promoting on social media. And then after that, you don't see any of the process behind the scenes. So I get it. I totally get it. So I know sometimes it might feel like, you're kind of flying blind, or it's like you can't see what's going on in the back end. But in a way, it's kind of a good thing because you don't have to worry about it. You literally don't have to worry about it. Now, what you can do if you want to, at any point, I can always look if I have your site name, I can always look and I can tell you how many leads you have. I can just like the K Kegel, right? I can go in, I can take Kelly's site name. I can go in at any point and I can go check how many leads you have. So if you're out there on, TikTok or Insta or wherever, and you're out there building and growing and hustling and grinding and doing those daily disciplines, if you want me to look, I can, right? So, I'm always open to do that, but, please don't blow up my inbox. But I do have the ability to do that and let you know how many leads you have. All right. But again, the whole point of this process was to show you behind the scenes so you guys don't have to worry about this stuff. It's all done for you. That's why we advertise and market the way that we do, because we handle it all for you. So that is it, my friends. I'm going to wrap it up. I don't think I missed any questions. What would you use for a profile picture for? Hang on a second. Yeah, I would definitely check out, Seth. I would definitely check out the Teachable Tuesdays. I would go into, if you go into our team training site and you look over under our Facebook group, all of the Teachable Tuesday replays are in there. I would go check those out. And specifically, there is a TikTok training in there, which is really great. So there you go. All right, it's a little different. Am I being productive? I'm not sure about that question. Marie, am I being productive? I have no idea. Are you? That's a really tough question to ask. I'm not really sure. Shannon, are you asking how many? I'm not really how many what? How many leads? Again, that's really tough to tell because I don't know your site name and I can't guess. So if you guys ask questions, please be specific. Some of these vague questions, it's what am I supposed to do with that? I don't really know. Yeah, leads. Okay, cool. But just message me. I don't know how many leads you have because I don't know your site name. I don't have everyone's site name memorized. All right. If you want, message me on the side and let me know, and I can look that stuff up. Oh yeah, no, Maria, I get what you're saying. Yeah, am I being productive? I get that. Yeah, and that's where you guys can, you guys can shoot me a message and I can look it up at any time. So if you guys want to know, but it's also good too. And this is specifically taught in the daily disciplines when you guys are setting up, like if you guys are using TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is, if you guys are using a forwarding, like a forward domain name, let's say you're using like workwithmarie.com or workwithshannon.com, and you're instructing or telling someone, hey, go to workwithshannon.com. What would be good on your end is if behind the forwarding domain, so you have your forwarding domain, workwithshannon.com, right? And then you put a tracking link in there, like a ClickMagick link, a tiny URL, a bit.ly link, whatever it is, a Google link shortener link. You put that link tracking link in there, and then that link tracking link goes to your Savings Highway capture page, your SHG funnel capture page. Then what you'll be able to see on your end is you'll be able to see how many clicks your domain or your link is getting. Okay. You'll be able to see that. And you know what? I think that actually would be a great Teachable Tuesday next week, is specifically to talk about link tracking. Would you guys want to see that? I'll break that down in detail and show you guys, like, if you have a forwarding domain, like, workwithdaniel.com, growwithdaniel.com, whatever your domain name is that you want to use. If you guys are using that out there on social media, showing you guys how to track your links, because to Marie's point, knowing, hey, am I being productive? Am I getting clicks on my link? Am I getting people paying attention to what I'm doing? Right? Because we talk about this with Facebook and social media. If you want people interested, you have to be interesting. So it'd be nice to know, hey, how many clicks am I actually getting on my link? And then what we can do is this. So think about this. If you know how many clicks your link is getting, and then we can let you know how many leads you have, then you have some good data to play with. All right. So I hope that makes sense. You're going to be able to know, hey, how many clicks am I getting compared to how many leads am I getting? And then we'll be able to see, of the leads you have, how many of those leads are actually opening emails? All good data, all really good data. Okay. So there you go. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Jason says, be mindful of what time you guys ask for leads. Yeah. I typically, go to bed fairly early. So if you ask me late at night, you won't get anything until the next day. All right, cool. I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll come up with more details as to requests. And I had mentioned this probably over a month ago. We were going to come up with like an official process for people to request data, request leads, info from the autoresponder. I'll do something formal. So, we can post that in our group. And if you guys want to request, your lead count or anything like that, I'll have you guys send an email to an email address. I'll post that information up this week. I'm not going to do it now, but I'll let you guys know. Obviously, there will be a process for it. And there'll be some qualifications that you'll have to hit too. But we'll talk about that. All right. And I'll get that information out to you guys probably this week. Okay. So that's it, my friends. Have an awesome night. I hope you guys got value out of tonight's Teachable Tuesday. Hopefully you guys learned something about the process, and we will see you guys live on Friday for Focus Friday. Have a good night.